Something really cool from Kuhn Rikon. This is our 11-cup stainless steel 4th burner pot, the final order of the year. I'm joined by my good friend Mark Charles Masili. This is the brainchild of Mark Charles and the Swiss engineering that we love from Kuhn Rikon. There's so much to talk about with this pot, but first I need to tell you it's a sale price, $29.98, 3 easy payments of $9.99. We have some really cool colors to choose from. Mark Charles,
I'm busy.
He's busy. He's whipping up mashed
By the way,
potatoes.
can we tell Chelsea, welcome to Sundays, by the way?
You guys, this is my first Sunday.
First Sunday. Welcome to our world.
Wonderful. Let me show you the colors really quick. And then what I love
I'm just making mashed potatoes.
is this pot allows you to do everything quickly, easily on that 4th burner that we kind of ignore.
Always.
It's kind of like wasted real estate, but not anymore, not with this. So here's our red choice. Then we have black. Here's gray. There's green and blue. Okay. If you want that blue, there's only 100 left. This is our final order of the year. This has been so popular. 45,000 have already been sold. Now, Mark Charles, I said this is your brainchild. Talk to me about what makes this so special.
So I grew up with my grandmother having a teapot on her stove that was the shape of a swan, really pretty.
I love that.
But it only boiled water.
Right.
The problem is I came from an Italian-French heritage where when you made dinner, it was the whole stove was filled. It was the 12-inch saute pan, the big quart stock pot with the Sunday sauce in it all night, and then the small pea pot, like she would do peas or something. And that 4th burner, there was no room for the teapot, so she'd have to move it off.
Exactly.
But the burner was still exposed. And I'm like, how do you go vertical? So I decided to take a teapot, a measuring cup, a steamer, a strainer, and an asparagus cooker and meld them all together.
They had a beautiful baby.
They had a beautiful baby, and this is it.
And that's what I think is so cool about that, is taking advantage of that vertical space that we don't think about on our stovetop.
So you can cook corn on the cob up in the air. We give you this basket that's got a little hook, which you can see right there beautifully. We put silicone here. We put silicone on the handles, you can see right there, so I can grab it. We even put silicone on the lid. We gave you a cook and look lid so you can see through it. We gave you strainers, large. I love this angle. This is a new angle for us.
like it
large and small. And it's all done in stainless. The whole thing goes in the dishwasher. And I was telling Chelsea earlier, this is a pot you can buy anybody because no one will ever have this in a cookware set.
Exactly. And I love that you told me that, Mark Charles, because, you know, any cookware set that you already have, you don't have a pot like this. I mean, I can't think of the occasion that you're making that many hot dogs, but...
if you have a kid who's in a baseball team.
Oh, yes.
Right? So there's 25 hot dogs.
I was going to say, or just a Sunday afternoon at my house.
Guys,
look at that.
Eggs. 26 eggs, and here's what's important. Less water, less energy, less time. If you took 26 eggs, Chelsea, and you say, boil them for me, right? Make hard-boiled eggs. You'd get your biggest pot out.
Exactly.
The problem is you'd have so much time to get all that water to boil, and then you'd have something called a rolling boil. When you put eggs in a rolling boil, they hit each other and crack.
Exactly.
If they're contained in this little basket, you're using literally 1/20th the amount of water, which means less time, which means less energy from your stove, and nothing's knocking each other. So you have 20, I think there's 25 in here. Eggs done beautifully. Look, no cracks, no breaks, done in minutes with less water, less time, less energy.
You've really thought of everything, and we don't have to use that strainer as well.
No, we don't. So here's the thing. I took the colander out. There is measurements inside. I'm going to colander with a strainer, whatever it is. And I'm going to now make infusion gravy. Just so you see what's in there, whole cloves of onion, of garlic, shallots, but I infused it in there, but I don't want to serve it. So I'm going to take the little top and watch this. Now I've got
perfectly smooth gravy.
So if you're going to make gravy, sauces, and now I can actually dispense it beautifully, but none of the chunks are falling in because I got the strainer in there.
I feel like this is going to be the MVP that you utilize all the time. There are colors to choose from. You just pick the one that makes you feel happy in your heart.
That's it. They all do the same thing.
Yes, we've got red. Here's the black. There's gray, green, and blue is our most... Oh, sorry. This is called sage.
Sage.
I'm so sorry. And if you want that blue, we only have 50 left. It's our final order of the year. This has been so popular because there's so much versatility to
and
this.
even if you just want to do soup, by the way, in here, look, I did the perfect pour. So when I stop, it pulls back. Do you see that?
And it doesn't drip
It
down
doesn't
the
drip.
side.
I actually took the time to actually design that with Kuhn Rikon, and that's what I love the most about him, is just being able to pour and pull back. And then now I love the fact that I can keep a gravy, a soup, warm. Remember, folks, I said teapot was the inspiration?
Yeah.
You can boil water in here.
Exactly.
But it does a whole lot more because I can do infusion tea, which I think, did they do that in here for me? Oh, the clams. I got to do the clams.
Oh, the clams.
So clams, mussels, shrimp.
Look at that broth.
The broth you want is for the dipping sauce, right?
Exactly.
So don't lose it. Use a strainer. And I'm going to strain it all out because I want to make sure it's all done.
So
if you go to a
good.
restaurant and order this at a restaurant, you know how much it's going to cost.
Exactly.
Now I'm going to pour the rest out.
Yeah.
Look at this, guys.
There it is. Perfect.
Done, steamed in minutes. Look what's inside, guys. This is a stainless steel pot that's not going to fail you, and it's induction base ready because it's really solid on the bottom.
So you can use it on any cooktop.
Any
Originally
cooktop.
priced at $47,
Oh, there's the tea.
but today you're bringing it home for $29.98. 3 easy payments of just $9.99. You're saving over $17, and that blue is now sold out.
Look at
Mark
the tea.
Charles, you've thought of everything. Show us. You're pouring that infused tea, but it has measuring lines
Measuring lines.
inside.
Can I see? I'll put it this way so you can see the measuring lines.
Look
See
at that.
So if you're doing reduction gravies, guys, or reduction sauces, or if you just want to measure, you'll laugh. My favorite thing is those rice pilafs that
Yes.
says boil 3 cups of water.
Right.
I literally just fill this up with 3 cups of water because I don't need a measuring cup.
I love how easy it makes it every time. Look at that
Fusion
perfectly
tea.
infused tea.
Mulled wine, hot cocoa, coffees. It makes all of those things, but the fact that it can actually make mashed potatoes at the same time too.
I mean, you whipped up
Pretty
those
amazing,
mashed
right?
potatoes in no time
Ooh,
flat.
asparagus. Look at this.
Look
There's one.
at all those asparagus.
She knows the plural. I love this girl.
I did
No
it.
one knows the plural. Asparagus is the proper English term. There is 92 asparagus in here.
That's a lot of
They're
asparagus.
pencil, by the way. They're pencil size, so they're really
Yes.
small. But by the way, look at the green. This was 1 inch of water. So my little rule of thumb is when it's green, steam means less water. You're not boiling out all the nutrients. It looks that beautiful. So if any vegetable is green, just put a little bit of water in there. You can infuse it with lemon or herbs inside the water. But if you need to boil hot dogs or eggs, you can cover it. You don't have to use the strainer or not.
It's that perfect thing for the fourth burner that
Fourth burner.
never gets any love. Now
They
you're
will use
using
love now.
all that real estate. We have colors to choose from. Here's our red, our black. We have gray, and this is sage. Don't even look at that black. It is sold out.
Blue.
This is blue.
Yeah, don't look at the blue.
Don't look at the blue. It's sold out. K54454.
I knew what you meant. You
Mark
said
Charles,
black.
you're in my mind. I said black. I meant blue. I'm so happy we got to spend this time together.
This is what she's going to look like on Sundays now, by the way.
All right, Mary, what do you have coming up?
Oh my gosh, we have something